is Nando reporting for the Pound for Pound Boxing Show in association with Seconds Out Coffee. I'm here with the first guy we ever interviewed for this channel. Is Super Youssef Khoumari. Youssef, every time I interview you, I tell this story, but I have to say it again. 2 years ago, we met up in an abandoned old restaurant. You was getting ready for Des Newton, and now you're here, The Zone, on English soil. Has it sunk in yet?
Do you know what? It kind of has. I'm just trying to stay very calm about the whole thing. You know, my career has gone. It's gone through a massive turning point, and just to be part of this event and these kind of events, it feels amazing because I boxed in some horrible places as a pro. I boxed in horrible places as an amateur. You know, I went through the whole ticket selling situation as a pro as well. Sometimes boxed for no money, sometimes boxed for barely anything, paid in myself. So just to be here and say, you know, I'm boxing at the O2 on Saturday night, it's a massive thing for me, and you know, long may it continue.
Obviously, you first made your matchroom debut in Gibraltar as well. You went to Barcelona, and now you're on English soil at the O2 Arena, and you're fighting for your first international title. What do you know about your opponent? I know he caused a huge upset against a fellow Jones III. What more do you know about him apart from his slick fighting, slick style?
You know what? Not too much. I know he beat Offa Jones. I watched the Offa Jones fight. But I think a lot of people are bigging up that win to be bigger than what it actually is. You know, Offa Jones is a very young novice pro. He's only had 6 Saturn fights. He was coming off a draw. And to be honest, if you're an experienced pro on 12, 13 fights, you shouldn't be beating guys like that on a majority decision. You should be stopping it. So I don't think the win is as big as what people make it out. But we'll see on Saturday. You know, when he gets with a real fighter like me.
Obviously, we should never look past our opponent. But winning this title, what does it mean for your career?
For me personally, before my career, it's massive. It's my first title that I'd win. You know, I know I boxed for the English title before, but you know, winning on Saturday night will give me my first title. It's a lot for me. You know, I always wanted to win a title as a pro. It's a dream growing up as a kid. You know, and to be able to do it on such a big platform as well, it's going to mean the world to me. I mean, for my career as well, I get a world ranking. If someone said to me at the beginning of the year, you know, you could end the year with a world ranking, I wouldn't believe it. I said, come on, you're talking shit now. You know what I mean? But I can end the year with a world ranking and work towards a world title next year. So it means a lot. It's the biggest fight of my career. But I feel like with my career, every fight I have is going to be the biggest fight of my career. I don't remember having an easy fight for a long time, you know. So every fight is pretty much make or break. It's how I see it. It's how I train for it.
I asked both of your coaches the same question. I asked Nick and I asked Jav. Both answered differently. So I said to them, winning this title, does it open the doors for those names that you've been calling for the last 2 years? The Zelfa Berets, the Archie Sharps, the Joe Cordinas. Nick said 100%. Jav said no, because you'll be bigger than those names, bigger opportunities. What do you think? Would you want those names, or would you want to push for the world titles?
I want to fight anyone. You know, I want to fight anyone. I'm in boxing not to be coward like some other guys and fight easy fights and, you know, work their way up the rankings and, you know, fight guys that only look good on paper but in reality they come to fight and they're garbage. I'm here to have good fights and give the fans what they want to see and push myself, you know, and bring boxing back to what it once was. You know, it's nothing worse than looking at a fight card and you know who's going to win before the card even, before the week of the full fight week even comes around. You know, I want to be in good fights. In terms of the guys out there that I've been calling, you know, I don't think they're going to want to fight me. I think them guys want easy fights and want to pad their way up to world title and fight guys that are old and fight guys that are coming off 6-7 losses and etc. But nah, not me. I'm going in against a guy that's coming off, well, what people say supposedly is a big win. You know, that's the kind of fights I want. Good, hard fights, entertaining fights. That's what I'm about.
We saw a lively press conference with Alan Babbage. Do you feel the same what he says, that when people talk against Dillian White, accuse him of lying about the injury? Do you feel a sort of anger towards those people, because you know him personally, you know he's not that type of fighter? Do you feel the same as Alan does?
100%. I mean, not only do I know him as a fighter, I know him as a person, and I know what he's like. I think people are very quick to forget, especially boxing and boxing fans. They're very quick to forget he's fought with broken hands. He's fought with broken hands. He's never pulled out of a fight before. You know, only now, as he done it, it only shows that it must be something very serious that he's had to pull out from. You know, I was in camp with him, and he was heartbroken about pulling out. He really didn't want to pull out, but you know, sometimes you got to think about the bigger picture, and this is what he had to do. It does anger me when people, you know, on the internet take the piss and try and say, you know, he's lying and stuff. Because majority of the time, it's someone behind a computer who never boxed a minute in their life, let alone one round. You know, but things they know everything about the sport. You know, they don't know how hard this game is. this game really is. A lot of people wouldn't walk a day in my shoes, let alone Dillian White's shoes. You know, to get where we are today, to go through what we had to go through, they don't know. They don't really know. They just see the polish, the end product, which is us on TV and us on in these kind of events. They don't really know what we had to go through to get it. So, you know, like Alan said, them people need to shut the fuck up and just appreciate, you know, the good fights, the great fights the man's given us already.
They always say when one door closes, another one opens. Eddie Hearn confirmed today the next fight, Tyson Fury, Dillian White. How happy are you for your man that he's finally going to get his opportunity?
You know, it's a long time coming for him. You know, he's been working so hard. I see the guy live in the ring, how hard he trains in camp, and how much he puts his body through for this sport to get to where he wants to be. So, you know, to see him finally get his opportunity, he deserves it so much. He just deserves it so much, and knowing he's going to take this opportunity in both hands, he deserves to be a world champion. He basically is a world champion. They're just trying to not give him the opportunity. But, you know, to see he's finally going to get it, I hope he finally gets it. And it's only a matter of time for Dill. He will be a world champion.
And obviously we never know what could come out of Bob Arum's mouth, but finally this week, something positive. He believes that this fight has to be on British soil. Do you agree?
100%. It's two British guys. You know, Dill and Tyson, two British guys. It makes no sense for the fight to be in America. You know, that could easily pack out a stadium here. I mean, the build-up is going to be absolutely insane.
Yeah.
You know, that build-up is going to be crazy. They're both big characters. You know, they both love going at whoever they're fighting. So that build-up is going to be crazy. That has to be on UK soil for the UK fans.
Youssef, I always ask you this before your fights, and you're always honest. Is this fight going the distance?
No. It's not going the distance. It's not going the distance. The reason why it's not going the distance, you know, the guy, he's tough and he's tough, but he ain't fought nobody like me. You know, I'm not Offa Jones. Everyone's Offa Jones, this Offa Jones. I'm not fucking Offa Jones. You know, I'm Super Youssef and I'm here to break his face and send him back to the States with help.
Do you have a final message for the fans that are going to be tuning in and coming to the O2 to see you win?
Yeah, man, tune in. You're going to see me break someone in half on Saturday. And yeah, man, appreciate the people that's coming. And, you know, fuck off to all the people that bailed on me when Dillian's fight got cancelled.
Super Youssef, good luck on Saturday, mate. It's good to finally see you again.